Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rag Company podcast. It's a new year.
Such is a new year.
But we're
Dane,
the same old people. We can't say new me because that's just,
I was just about to say
hack.
that. New year, new me.
No, that's hack.
Why
man.
can't I
That's
say
totally
that?
hack.
New year, new me.
New year,
No.
new me.
New year, new me. New
I guess
year,
we can't do
one
this
of us.
show because you guys are gross. All right, so I'm Dane Hennen. To my right, Levi Gates.
I'm not gross.
To my left, Anthony Fisher.
Hey.
Nobody here is gross. They just start, subscribing to old ways of doing things. And this is a new year, so let's do new ways
That's
of
right.
doing things.
I starting the year off right with a fresh Diet Pepsi out of
It may be
my
new, but that
giant
habit
drink
sure
cup.
isn't.
Ah, so good.
What about you, Anthony? Oh, on your phone as usual.
No,
so
sorry,
that's
I
nothing
forgot
new
to
either.
I forgot to transfer Nick my my things that I did over the weekend.
Oh, yeah,
So
you were
I'm
going to
trying
send
to-
him
I
some
too
actually-
sent Nick all of my things.
I just sent him my thing right now. But anyway,
Yeah.
So it feels good to
do
be back. New year, right? Live audience, right? A lot of pressure.
I really don't
I
wanna
don't
mess
think
this
so.
up.
We do this every Thursday on the main channel. It's fun.
Feels different though because it's 2021.
Just hits a
Well,
little
he
different.
gets more self-conscious, when he's telling the personal stories because it's a podcast. So.
Well, damn, I'm feeling a little self-conscious because I look like a homeless person because I've got a haircut in almost a month and a half.
Well,
Whose
you're wearing
fault
a
is
hat,
that?
so none of us noticed.
My mom's.
Your mom cuts your hair.
I know.
I was gonna say,
she won't get me in. I've been saying, "Hey, Mom, I need to get a hair appointment."
I'm sorry,
and
my
she said,
hairstylist
"Anthony,
just
she
won't
said,
take my
son, I'm very
appointment.
A
busy."
lovely
Who is it?
gentleman just
Your
about
mom.
half a mile down the road here that'll cut your hair. Think you did it beautifully
they
one
just don't
time.
do it right. No, that guy, that guy with not the arthritis. What do you
Shaky
have?
hands.
It was like the shaky hands. I remember that.
That's what you want with
He
the guy
goes
with
to
the
take
sharp
that
blade
razor
near
to
your
me, and he's
head.
like this, and then right when he gets the hair, it's
Yeah.
like perfect, and he's off it. I'm like,
Oh boy.
holy
Okay,
crap.
so
It's just it makes you feel alive, You see that?
Like, is he gonna
that
get
straight
me?
razor?
it makes you
just-
feel alive in the
She
sense
gets
that the
me, he
only thing
kills
that
me. I
makes you
mean-
technically alive is the fact that you'll eventually die, so you're alive. So that's
Yeah.
what it makes
Yeah.
you feel like.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Well, it also
explain
makes him
it.
appreciate his haircuts by his mom more.
Oh well,
I do.
It's family time.
I love my haircuts
Yeah.
from my mom. So anyway, but going back a little bit of housekeeping.
Yes,
Okay.
House
that's what I wanted to
cleaning.
get us to.
So we had our New Year's sale.
We had a
right?
big
So
New Year's sale.
It was 20% off. We didn't really. I mean, I publicized that much.
Right,
It was
yeah.
it was pretty kind of low key.
quiet.
It was something we just wanted to throw in at the end of the year. Just we figured, hey. For the people, because to be honest, we had some angry customers
We
from
did.
our previous sale.
Yeah, they were mad that our
missed
6
out.
days of Christmas
They missed out, and they got
went too fast.
they got mad, and it's strange because we try to give people plenty of notice, and we said, hey, this is the day that this sale is going on, and this day, then this day.
And
do
there's
everything
many
we
ways
can.
to find out about sales.
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, the podcast, the Q&A.
But I'm gonna
and
let you in on
the
a little-
best of all.
Yes.
The newsletter.
Yeah.
You literally just go sign up on the Facebook or on the
Yes.
website, theragcompany.com, scroll down, and there it is.
Yeah,
Guys,
Sign
there is
up.
no better option than the newsletter. I know some people don't like email. I'm one of them. These guys can
I
attest to
signed
that.
up for the newsletter
But-
so that I know, and I work
You
here.
work here.
I will tell you
Yeah.
right now, for all the, and this is
Yeah.
where I most commonly see it, is on social media platforms like Instagram or someplace where it's just like, you didn't tell me. It didn't pop up in front of me immediately when the sale started. You know where what does pop up immediately when the sale starts? The email
Yep.
from the newsletter.
Yep.
That goes out the same time the sale starts.
The
usually.
moment the sale starts,
It's
the
usually
minute.
right on the
You guys
dot.
have seen the times where the three of us are like, I think the sale has started, and then the guys in the control room will literally check their email. They're like, oh yeah, the
Yeah,
sale's
because
up.
I don't know if
And
you
then we tell
noticed,
you guys.
but we're not detached from like the workings
Yeah,
of
we
the company,
are.
but
We
we
are.
are
We're
physically
in a
detached
physical
from what goes on over there. So we don't know down to the minute what's happening
Right.
over there. So
Well,
we
we're
could
told-
easily miss
we are
something
told,
going live.
Yeah,
if
we're
we don't
said
catch a
we're told
text
they'll go,
or
hey,
an email.
Thursday at this time we're gonna it's gonna go live. And there's been times where they'll call us right before and go, look, we're still trying to put the site together.
Yeah.
We're gonna delay it by about an hour. Don't say anything. And we go, all right, cool. We won't say anything
So
until then. We'll
my
bring it up for
underlying
later
point
that
here-
afternoon.
My underlying point here is basically if you rely on us on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube for some reason, any of those places,
Right.
and you want to get your information like up to the second, you're not necessarily going to get it that way. Because sometimes when you're doing like an Instagram post, you got to think about what you want to say, exactly how
right,
you want to
yeah.
phrase it, get a nice picture rolled up. By that point, the newsletter's been out for like an hour or two. And that sale, the people who are on the newsletter, they know.
Yeah.
They're aware. But if you're waiting for Instagram to tell you or a story to pop up, you might miss the first like half hour to an hour. So pro tip, just get on the email newsletter if you're really that concerned about getting to a sale the second it starts.
Yep.
And that's basically
there you go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. So the point was we had a sale.
Yes.
Because we had so many people that were super upset that they missed out. They forgot. Or they were worried. They were upset that it only lasted 6 days of December.
Yeah.
So we had another sale. And we had that for about 6 days. And it went on, and it was 20% off. And I'm sorry if you missed it again.
Yeah.
But point was, we heard you guys that had a problem, so we had a little sale. To make a new plan for 2021, sign up for the newsletter.
Yeah.
Because Anthony has been working on some ideas for sales for 2021. He's been coming up with some ideas.
Yeah.
And he's got some pretty good ideas. And you don't want to miss out on those.
No.
Because they're pretty fun. They're pretty exciting. I, for one, was very impressed when I saw
A
them.
little fun, yeah.
And I'd say do it for Anthony. Do it for the hard work he's getting ready to build out and put in for this sale as the media marketing manager for the rag company.
Levi, it's really special of you to say that. You know, and I'm sure when Jeff and Carolyn see a large spike and people sign up for the newsletter, maybe they can attest that to the podcast.
To what
here.
I said.
And the kind words that you've said.
The words.
And basically,
definitely not me scolding them because just sends
it's just a nice gesture for all the hard work and thought I put into this company, and
that's all I'm trying to do. Really want to make sure you're recognized for the stuff.
And that I continue to have a job.
Yeah,
we do want that. We want everybody here to stay employed.
Yeah,
so that is a goal.
That's the goal. Anyway, so back to on a serious
Great
note.
podcast, guys.
So we just had a sale then. We will have something coming up here probably in the next couple weeks. Definitely within the month of January. So if there's anything you're kind of holding out on, you could wait, or if you just want to pick it up. Sure. But we have some video content being shot. For the last week, we've been shooting content. Yep. So expect to start seeing the Subaru videos that we had talked about in the upcoming month, February, right?
Yeah, we're shooting early February to start releasing them, and we have kind of a plan about how we're going to do that. Okay. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about that, or I could just mention really quickly.
No, just go ahead and talk about it.
Basically, so you understand it, we are working on that Subaru project you saw revealed at TRCMA that we did back a couple months ago, but we're going to be doing something a little extra with these videos. It's not simply going to be a video series where you just see the video and then you like and comment, share, whatever, and then wait for the next one to come out. It's going to operate on a couple of fronts. And the first one is you're going to watch the video. The first time an episode is played, we're going to experiment. We're going to try this for the first few episodes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, we'll pull back on it. But we're going to do a live Q&A with the episode. We're all going to watch it together, and it's going to play during the course of a live episode. So it's kind of like sandwiched in with our commentary and an introduction. And then afterwards, we'll definitely talk about it. But that's going to be kind of a twofer. So you're going to have both packed into one show, and that way we can talk about what you just saw, and maybe do that for like half an hour. We're not going to go for a crazy long. It's not like a 2-hour Q&A like we do every Thursday, but it'll be something kind of fun and more involved than just watching an episode. But then, if all you care about is seeing the episode and you could care less about the live Q&A element, we understand that. So we're actually putting out the episode as a standalone right after. The day after is when it's going to get released. So it's going to be kind of a 1-2 punch. You'll have the Q&A the first day with the episode, and then the episode will follow by itself the next day. And we'll see what happens, because we notice that YouTube likes us when we do live stuff. So we've been trying to push that more, but you guys got to be there for it to work. So if you're not interested, we'll know, because we'll see the regular video maybe gets more hits. But it's kind of an experiment.
Yeah.
Next up from there is that we are announcing the Grand Ambassadors for Q1 of 2021.
Big deal, guys.
Crazy.
Like future numbers right there.
We're going to be announcing that later this afternoon. So the 10 people.
Check out Instagram for that.
Yeah, really excited for these guys. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So we'll make that announcement later this afternoon. Dane already worked on the picture that we post up and everything. So that's going on. And then the Grand Ambassador of the Year, right? And we kind of said that this was going to be happening probably a week or two after the New Year's.
Yep.
It just... Guys,
we've still got parts of the prize packages arriving.
Still coming in. It's just
they're not all here yet.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's a lot of the judging time. There's a lot of it, right? So basically, it's the picking out the new Grand Ambassadors for the new year, as well as judging all 40 of the previous Grand Masters year. It's not like something that happens in one day. It's
well, we don't just pick a random person.
No,
we really do go
like
through.
We have to go through other posts.
There's layers to
this
thing.
it's like an onion. We have to peel it back, and so. But anyway, so that's happening. So we're kind of still in the process. We've isolated a pretty small group. Now it's just a matter of kind of going through and then pinpointing who the winner is going to be. And so pretty exciting, though. So we did have a lot of fun with this. So it is going to be another prize situation. We were hoping that this year was going to be the year where we could pay for a trip for somebody and have them fly out and do something fun with us and hang out with us. But since this year is still kind of what's the word? We don't
unknown.
Unknown.
It's still very unknown.
We don't know what's going to happen. So we'd rather just do.
I mean, speaking of, I was just a little side note. I was just talking to Ram, from Color Lock, and he just wanted to catch up after the new year, say what's going on. But they're in a very strong. The UK has hit a very strong lockdown. They are basically going back to what we referred to as stage 1.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like we went into in March.
Yeah.
They're going back into that as of yesterday.
Well, they got that mutant strain that was basically way more infectious.
Yeah, and
There's a mutant
a
strain?
stronger strain now of COVID-19.
It's not more deadly.
Oh my
It's
God.
not more deadly. It's just more infectious. So more people.
So
would
what
get
they're doing is they're locking down the country while they administer the vaccine.
Right.
Because the vaccine takes 30 days because you have to have 2 injections.
The big difference here is there actually is a vaccine this time around as opposed to last time.
But the point is they're locking down till middle of February.
Yeah.
So because of stuff like that, that means it's going to push a ton of different things. So you think about the stuff that like our friends at Color Lock are going to miss out on. Mobile Tech.
Oh, yeah.
The Serum Summit in
the
March.
things we count on them, they'll always be
right.
there. It's
They're going to
always
have to miss out on that.
Yeah.
So in turn, we're not going to be at Mobile Tech this year.
So what you're saying is that for the Serum Summit, I'm going to have to go as Ram.
You are going to have to go as
that's
Ram
fine.
if we're allowed to go.
I will drive my Ram down there.
Okay,
right?
that's all right. You can
dress
do that.
up
It's
as
in
Ram
Florida, just so you
from
know.
Color Lock, right?
Yeah.
That's
Serum Summit's in Florida this year.
The second gen could easily make that trip.
Okay,
all day long.
As long as it's not too cold out.
Knock on wood. Not a problem. Drive down there. I work the Color Lock booth. Show people how to refresh their leather as well as restore. As you can tell, I'm a master of mixing the color and getting it perfect.
You have mixed no color, but I think you could do it.
Yep. I think I can do it. So we'll see what happens.
I believe in you too. I think you can do it.
We'll just have to see what happens. But that is crazy, man. So all right, let's go and jump straight into this. We can knock out maybe a couple questions as we go along.
I just want to go through like some of the great things that some people have already said, like G. Davis.
You want to start at the beginning?
Yeah, one of the great ones. Great comment. To start off the new year, I really appreciated the 20% off coupon TRC provided for exclusive access to Dane's massage chair cam.
I don't remember installing that.
I feel like a live stream would be actually fun to watch.
Oh, no. just a series of like...
Just on the massage chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
because I know Dane would have some type of mixed drink, right?
Yeah.
And it would be holding the mixed drink.
Sit down with his, what do you like to drink?
I'll just sit there with like a whiskey sour or an old fashioned.
Yeah. You just sit there, make your drink, get in the chair.
Maybe just a little scotch on the rocks, just chilling.
Yeah.
So, Dane, when you mix your drinks, like when you mix up a whiskey sour, are you adding in your own egg white?
That would be my preferred way to do it.
And
yes.
Do you do that at home?
I usually don't have them when I'm at home because I'm too lazy.
Well, you don't
to
have
mix
eggs?
a complicated drink. It's not that complicated.
All you gotta do is crack an egg and keep the yolk.
Yeah.
You pour all that goop
It's
in.
true.
Or you just buy egg whites that are already
but
separated.
Usually,
You
if
could
I'm
do
at
that
home,
too.
it's something more like that. And to be fair, like before anybody gets the wrong idea, no, I don't drink a ton at home. Don't read into that. But when you want to relax and you just have that moment, you're like, okay,
day.
Finally, here it
When
is.
you get home from work.
Just
edge off.
Yeah. It's like, what a day. All right. Moving on.
Nothing like a good half dozen old fashions.
So I really
sours.
liked these comments here. We had Alex Dewar. Happy New Year, TRC team. Hope you had a great New Year with your families. Looking forward to 2021.
Thank you.
Could not agree more. Alkaline Taupe hat with my favorite comment. 2021 is the equivalent of, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Fun fact, I've been watching the IT Crowd. Carly and I've been watching those as palate cleansers. Classic line from that show.
But it's true. So we basically
James Wells bought some towels. Thank you, James.
Yeah, thank you.
Ed, back-to-back sales. That was pretty sweet. Looking forward to the new clay towel. Would love to see that in mitt form. Ed, we would love to do that too, but like I said, that was a lot of money to put in for those clay towels.
Yeah.
So
it's Dane's college fund.
It's basically all
Dane,
of
you can no longer go to college.
Guys, I'm not allowed to get
not
any
allowed
smarter.
now.
Yeah, sorry.
Peak Dane.
Ken, how's it going? Happy New Year, man.
Howdy. And more from Umberto here.
Puerto Rico. Tomorrow we celebrate 3 wise men. That's right. 3 Kings Day, baby. That's kind of like what we are. And then Ed, eagerly waiting from a TRC delivery. Happy 2021.
Thank you, Ed.
B to E saying party time. And then Ed with the real talk.
Yes.
I think your promotion of Dixon Flannel has caused a stir at the Dixon facility. Backlog orders due to high demand, they say. Time for a sponsorship? Yes.
As much as we'd love to take credit for that,
I don't even think they know we exist.
I don't think they know
is
that we
just fine promoting
honestly,
themselves. They have a following.
Yeah,
so.
I don't
honestly,
think they.
I don't even think they know we
we're
exist.
like a little.
It's kind of like
fruit fly
back in
gnat.
the day when Pepsi didn't know we existed.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope they
Now we have a
remember us
Pepsi
soon.
clock.
Ed.
All right. Also, thanks to you guys, I finally made the jump from Costco towels to high-end microfiber with the Eagle Edges 500. Glad I did. These are a whole different league. Thank you, Ed. That's what we've been saying for a long time, so appreciate it.
Awesome. Then we got AC.
Happy New Year, TRC. Just saw a video you guys did with the new Formula O&R. If I buy a gallon from you, will it be the new formula, or are you guys still selling old stock? No, we've got new stock now.
It'd be the new stock.
Yeah. And, oh, God.
Ricky and Umberto talking about how 2021 was amazing for them.
Yes,
They're excited about it. Ricky asking Kosh Chemi products out front. We've got all-around surface cleaner and the new spray sealant, and then magic wheel cleaners in. We've still got more coming. So
they're being phased in over time.
Everything we talked about on Thursday.
As they become legitimized, brought over, all that stuff. As soon as they pass regulation, they're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Functional Doc and Ken, hey guys, how's it going? And then Brett Wheel 68X saying, Happy Monday Part 2 TRC crew. Hope everyone's having an amazing year. Thanks, Brett. Hope you're having a good one too, man.
Good.
Antonio's saying, I hang out here for the fun. I go to Matt's to get yelled at. That's the way to do it. Get that next page there, Dane. See what we got.
Ed likes our idea of the Q&A during
Yeah.
the Subaru videos.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of our idea. So,
well, the big idea behind it was, like, if we do something on the car, we can actually walk around and show you it in real time after the fact, after we did the video, and be like, okay, here's what we did. You know, and kind of get more detail if people are curious.
Yeah.
And Functional Dog raising the same thing. So, yeah, I didn't want to, like, sit here on comments forever, but I just wanted to touch on a few that, you know, kind of address the stuff we were talking about and saying hi. So, you guys want to start talking about your weekends?
Well, I'll go, I guess.
Yeah,
why not?
do it.
Okay.
I just want to thank you guys all for a great 2020, keeping us all crazy and sane and happy and fun. And it was definitely one of the weirdest 2020s, I think.
No, it was the only 2020.
It was the weirdest 2020 of all.
I'm gonna remember that year till the day.
But we all are. I mean, let's be honest here, right? Your kids, they may not remember the full thing, right?
No.
I don't think they'll fully remember it.
It'll
but
be a thing they go, oh, that's what that was? Like when they're older, they're like, oh,
well, let's just put it
that's
this way.
what
My kids, no problem wearing masks at all.
But you realize that
day.
your kids are going to write reports on this in hay school.
Right, yeah, it's going to be nuts.
In the next 10 years, they're going to
be like
reports.
interviewing their grandparents if they're still alive.
Yeah, and they're going to say, what was that like to you?
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, oh my God, that was like just 10 years ago.
It would be
go anywhere,
equivalent to like the Spanish flu was for
it's like,
folks
it's
back
like
in
it's like
early
2001 when September 11th.
Yeah,
when
September
everybody
11th,
goes
yeah.
like, you know where you were, right?
Yeah,
you know,
we had to write about that in high school. You know, I remember that.
I was outside of high school. I was like 21 years old when that happened.
And I wrote about it when I was, I think, in senior year. I wrote about it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have to write a paper about it because I was already an adult.
Oh.
But anyway, so turning to the new year, had a great long weekend. One of the fun things about still having kids that are young, I remind you, my daughter's 9, my son is 6. We trick them.
Oh,
it's fun.
Trick them into thinking that the new year happened at 8:53 p.m.
Wow, how'd you do that?
So they don't get the logic of 12 o'clock is when the new day starts.
And please, nobody tell them that the new year doesn't kick over till midnight. Dane, if you come over to my house and I invite you over for a New Year's Eve party and you tell my children, well, technically it's not the new year, you will have to leave.
But okay, so I'm just trying to get into the mindset of kid brain. So they don't understand that on a normal day, 24 hours equals a whole day.
Nope.
Like they haven't been taught
Nope.
any of that.
Nope.
Or like moon cycles.
They're still
or
learning about
sun
time.
Goes up,
Nope,
sun
Dane,
goes
my
down.
children are very young. They're first grade and fourth grade.
I felt like I learned that in like second grade. I learned like the waning gibbous, waxing gibbous,
You're
all
very,
that stuff.
very
for the moon
smart
and,
child,
yeah.
I guess.
Well,
So here's the point.
Washington education system, I guess. I don't
No,
know.
so here's the deal. My daughter is very smart. She has no concept of other things around
Okay.
her. So if you just tell her, hey, this is what it is, if there's no contradictory evidence in front of her face, she will take that at truth.
What if contradictory evidence is presented later? Is it not important then, or
Yeah, she's it
doesn't care?
She
It's just
doesn't
out
care.
of
It's
sight,
already
out
out
of
of her
mind.
mind.
Okay, no,
So
I can see how some people
Augie
operate
though
that way.
is gonna know. It's one of these days he's gonna figure it out, and he's gonna be the one to break it to her. So here's the deal. We ordered some Big Juds. For those of you that don't know Big Juds,
Yes.
big, huge hamburgers the size of your face.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man
I
versus food at
already
one
told you
time.
I have a record. I'm on my
You
pictures
are,
on the
yeah, you're
wall.
on the
You
wall
actually
in there.
made it
Downtown.
already,
If you
Yeah.
want to check out Big Juds, you can just type in Big Juds, Juds, and you can see some of their burgers, or you can watch a Man versus Food episode.
Could we do something involving Big Juds, perhaps a downtown location, maybe with the three of us?
Yeah.
Or we go down there and
We
shoot a
could.
live video
We could.
of us eating a Big Juds
a
burger.
Big Jud special?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Each
Like-
one of us gets a Big Jud special.
Holy crap! What if we did? What if we did it? What if we did?
That would be
what-
fun. I would
no.
love
What
to
if we
do
did
that.
the challenge? Would you guys do the challenge
Yeah.
with me?
I would.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Dane?
I would do it. I would just regret it.
I would
No,
too.
we
would
would
do
all
it,
we
but
would
I would
all
regret
regret it, right?
Yeah.
But I would say it would be a situation
It would be
where
good.
we
I like
fast
this.
all of like the night before.
I'm going to take,
all
I've
of
got a
the
secret
day.
weapon. I'm going to take extra thyroid
Thyroid
medication.
medication?
yeah, this guy with
So I
his
can
thyroid,
kick
he's
it
just
up.
going to be cheating the whole time.
Yeah.
Bump it up, maybe take 3 of them,
Yeah.
just
Do
to
I
kickstart my
look
heart,
like a guy with
so
an
to speak.
overactive thyroid? I don't.
And
think
then
so.
I'm going to be like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna probably like I'll have like maybe like like you guys be getting ready. I'll just go in the parking lot, have like a quick like Coors, like a beer, just to kind of get
Why
my
would you do
taste
that?
buds going.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get things going, right?
Okay.
Like I'm
All right.
hungry,
Yeah.
and then I'd be ready
I'd be
to go.
exercise. I'd be stretching.
Oh
making
no,
room
no,
for
no,
my
no! I got like it's
trying
more of
to
a,
get
it's
my
a
gut.
mental thing for me,
Drinking
right?
milk.
After like one drink or after like one beer or something like that, I'm usually like in the state
You're
of
ready
like,
to go.
oh, I'm ready to eat some food. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So you
That's the way I'd-
shotgun out of the back of the Ram. Just shotgun a beer.
And that's I don't
then go
care
in.
how it gets down. It could be dirty like that, or it could be clean, whatever it is.
So,
Okay.
point is, picked up
Yeah.
a Big Jud special, which is their 1 pound hamburger. So it's a 1 pound burger. It's about this big around,
It's a big boy.
and a full pound of fries
yeah.
that are full cut, like they're chopped up potatoes.
No, they're dense.
Brought that home, cut that up into little pieces, so eighths for the kids. So they had theirs. Carly and I had ours, and we just hung out, ate that. I made a bean dip that I'm famous for that I make on New Year's Eve. My sister-in-law and niece came over. We all ate some chips, had some of that. We watched some Brave with the kids. Then,
Yeah.
after my sister-in-law and niece had left, I told the kids, put on your pajamas. They said, oh, okay, what's going on? Pulled up the London New Year's Eve 2021, the fireworks and light show and
Guys,
stuff over
this is
Big
what
Ben.
New
Wow,
York looks
perfect.
like. Pay no
Countdown,
attention
countdown
to the
for
landscape
that.
around it.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was turning from 2020 to 2021.
Wow.
Spectacular affair. Watch that. We counted down. There's 30 seconds or like 45 seconds left at
So
the
they haven't been
start.
taught about time zones.
So they were like,
obviously.
yeah, 45, 44. They went down, right? Got down to 1. They're like, what? Happy New Year. And because my neighbors are crazy, all of a sudden, tons of fireworks going off in my
convenient.
neighborhood. Perfectly timed.
Yeah.
They're
Wow.
probably just sitting on a stockpile of fireworks waiting for every single major city around the globe to go, and then they do it again and again
Well,
and again.
this was the best time because like my kids were like, "Are those fireworks?" And I was like, "Yeah, because it's the new year." And they
Did
were
you have
like,
neighbors who were celebrating
wow.
like it changing in Hawaii? Because I think I did. It was like
We had neighbors
2,
that were
3 in the morning. They're
no,
still
was
going.
it was still going. Fireworks were still going all night. But to my kids, it timed beautifully. We got them some poppers. They lit them off in the house. They were like, "Woo!" They were stoked. We watched the show a little bit, and then I was like, "All right, bedtime." Sent them to bed. It was 9 o'clock. Carly and I looked at each other, high five. Let's go upstairs. So we went upstairs, watched some TV, ate some snacks, had our night to
success.
ourselves. It was great. Yeah. So then the next, so then the rest of the weekend, I had a car to detail. So my friends, Marcus and Callie, she wanted to get her husband's Jeep detailed, full of dirt.
Which,
very dusty.
This is the
very
Wrangler,
dusty
right?
Jeep Wrangler. Brand new Wrangler Sahara. He'd taken it hunting. And he was like, man, he goes, we hit a silt bed and it just filled it with dust. So
that's what that was. Yeah.
This is what I got. So, I started working on it. Now, first things first, I vacuumed the ever-living snot out of it.
Good.
So got as much of the sand out of there as I could. Then here's my goal on how I fix that stuff. That was the back panels. I mean, just a nice layer of dust. Yeah. So what I use, O&R wash and wax. I don't even touch that yet till I have a nice just mix of O&R wash and wax, warm water. Just dunk that in. Here's what happens. If you're going to use regular water or an all-purpose cleaner to clean that, it doesn't encapsulate that dirt. What it does, it just pushes it around. So it turns it to mud. Yeah. So then you're just pushing mud around.
Which is worse.
Which is way worse. So fun fact that I learned about 7 years ago when I was doing Idaho Power Rigs was I would do a lot of these, and they were all very, very dusty vehicles. So you would take your O&R wash and wax, you just have a bunch of towels in a bucket, you'd wring it out so it was almost dripping like you'd want to wash the car with it, and then I just wipe down the panel. Well, what that O&R would do, or you could also put it in a pump sprayer, spray the panel. That O&R encapsulates that dirt, and so this way, all you're doing is wiping and you're pulling all that dirt up, but you're not leaving that dirt behind.
It gets around it, but most importantly, it gets under it. So there's a separation.
So
from the
once
surface.
I was able to wipe it, it came back. I mean, as soon as I was done, it was finished. I mean, I was like,
it leaves a protected finish.
And it leaves a bit of a protected finish. That's why I choose wash and wax over that. Now, once I finished wiping everything down, then I really went a deep dive into the carpet. You can see there's the finished effect. The dashboard looked really great.
It's really good.
Everything was clean, but I still had just a light film, just a very light, just needed to be finished.
Traffic film. Yeah.
Not
on
traffic
the inside.
film. It was not traffic film.
Okay, sorry.
So
here's what I used.
Here's what I used.
That again.
Yeah. Top Star.
Oh, did you use a little Top
Coach
Star?
Kimmy Top Star. 50-50 with water.
Really? Okay.
That's how I finished the rest of those plastics down with. Nice. Just wiped everything down.
UV protection, anti-static properties.
Yeah, so what I did was after I had cleaned and wiped everything, I then hit the carpets with Carpet Bomber, scrubbed them all really good, took my brush, scrubbed everything, then
you didn't have to extract, though.
I didn't have to extract. It was just dust. Okay. So just cleaned everything, then sprayed the entire interior panels with Top Star and water. Turned the Jeep on and baked it, as I like to say. Okay. So I had damp carpet, turned the heat on so it's on the top and bottom, so it's hitting the vents and the floor at the same time. Okay. Pulled the car out, washed it because it was nice outside, washed it while it ran, while it was just
outside, it's fine.
Running the heat in there to help it dry out a little bit, also to bake the plastics a little bit.
Right.
So then when I got done washing it, pulled it back in the garage, dried it all off, then opened the doors, put the rest of the Top Star on my towel, took my air gun, went around and blew everything out again, wiped everything down, caught up all my runs and drips, basically, and the interior was finished and looked great. Did my final vacuum, my windows, pulled it out, it's finished, looking good. It was only an interior with a wash, and it only fully probably took me about 3 hours to do. Yeah. Not bad. And I charged $150 for it, and they ended up paying me $180 for it. So
perfect.
I was happy with that because it was a nice, easy, simple way to do it. Downloaded a new audiobook, just chilled out, worked on that, and I did it on Saturday and Sunday. So I'd work on it for about an hour and a half, take a break, come back out, work on it for about an hour and a half, take a break, do that kind of stuff. So then on Sunday, so that was my Saturday. Friday was pretty laid back and chill. Saturday they dropped that car off first thing in the morning. Yeah. Worked on that for Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, took the family. We went sledding.
Nice.
Yeah. Normally, we like to go up to Grimes Creek, as my wife likes to remind me, because I call it Grimes Creek. And went to head up there towards Idaho City. Place was packed.
Yeah,
I was
surprised.
No, too packed. That. So I was like, we're not going there. Too many people at Grimes Creek.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we kept on driving. My wife goes, let's check out Steamboat Gulch up in Idaho City. I said, well, let's see. Never been. Let's go check it out. We drive on up. We got the dog, got the kids, got our totes filled with their snow clothes and gear. I got a couple bags of chips. I got some sodas. I got some candy. Just, keep the blood sugar up for Og.
Dined.
Yeah. Cruised on up. Here's Steamboat Gulch. Great place. Lots of room. Way more room.
I was going to say, I see there's actual snow there. We keep getting teased with
there was
snow
a lot. There was probably a good foot of snow that we were sitting on. And they basically said if you're in four-wheel drive, you can drive up to the landing, which is what this area you're seeing now is.
Yeah.
Tons of open areas, so kids building snow forts, snowmen, snow thrones, lots of different runs, so about 6 different runs that you can climb up to. We had our masks on, one, because it helped keep our faces warm because it was cold. But a lot of families just kind of being part of their groups and doing.
There's more people there than I would have expected.
There was a lot of people, but it wasn't as packed as Grimes Creek was.
Grimes Creek was got plenty of room.
Yeah, Grimes Creek is a smaller area with about 3 different little little snow hills to sled down. But no real parking. And so there's all these families just kind of stuck in this one thing, taking turns. And that's why I was like, there's too many people there. Like, you're going to hit somebody. But there, it was very orderly. People were taking turns. They were going down the hill. You could find a hill and go down. Yeah. Had a blast. Kids loved it. Augie and Hadley both went down. Had some fun. Here's Augie going down, I think, there.
It looks like it's fairly packed. Yeah. Was it soft or was it kind of hard?
It was icy. Over? I mean, it was hard. Here comes Augie.
Because the ice ones are good for speed, but it sucks if you fall.
He's going. He's just flying.
Say goodbye to your spine.
So there were spots that were very hard, icy.
Yeah.
And there was a couple good hits where a couple folks, like I saw this one group, which was like probably 2 brothers, but they were a dad and an uncle, and one of their sons was like in between them. So like 2 adults like Anthony and I, but with an Augie in between us, going down on a sled, and that poor little dude was getting smashed between these guys.
Robin's racing, man.
Yeah. And as he was going down, as one of them was in the front, and then another one was these 2 girls were going down, or women, moms, were going down on a sled. They hit a jump, and
gone.
That sled took off. The 2 of them were in the air. They landed. They hit so hard you could hear them both go, "Oh!" And everybody around go, "Oh!"
That's awesome.
The girl's sunglasses flew off. Her hat flew off. Man. Like they were hurting. Augie in one of the runs landed so hard he hit his tailbone.
That's why I asked about the snowpack, because that makes a difference.
It was because it rained a little bit on the way up.
So that's a fine layer of ice.
It put a nice little layer of ice on top. But it was fun. But what's cool about that place was they had tailgating available. So they had wood for sale, so you could light a fire right there in the snow. You could set up a fire pit right there, or you could bring your own. They had a little concession stand. They had people, so they had like chili and some other stuff that they were cooking at the concession stand.
That's nice.
But there were guys that had their barbecues out there. They're cooking hot dogs and brats and stuff.
I would roast a whole pig out there.
Yeah,
like how fun would that be?
You could snow loo out.
It's $10 a car.
But
you could do that. Remember how you said you guys went up for your birthday and it was too windy and cold?
Bad, yeah.
You could redo birthday 2021 for Anthony in January. Cruise on up to Steamboat Gulch, and you could spend the whole day up there, but you could bring all your own stuff. You could bring your beer, your soda, your brats, whatever you wanted, or pig.
Schnitzel.
Roast a pig. Get some schnitzel.
Some schnitzel, obviously.
Oh, you could just hang out. And
I could get a to-go order from the Schnitzel Garden, right? Yeah. And hopefully actually have I don't know, maybe some German sauerkraut there.
Yeah.
And
just bring your grill and just warm it up.
Wear my lederhosen, right? See if they offer us some type of German sledding solution package to where
I don't think they do, but you could do that if you like.
Okay.
But no, but it was a cool place to the point that we thought we should do that again. So we'd like to go up again this weekend, possibly, if there's 3 days of snow this week in the forecast. So hopefully there'll be a little bit better snow pack. If we can go up earlier on a Saturday, and try and hit that a little better. But plan a day around it. We joke that we've got a Keurig. Bring that up, plug it into the back of the Suburban, have some hot chocolate.
Wow. Melt some snow
gallon of water.
Make it water. Yeah.
Well, no, I'll just bring a gallon of water.
You don't have to. It's
free. But bring the fire pit, my propane fire pit.
Yeah.
Fire that bad boy up. Have our fire pit going. just chill out, have the day, bring some more snacks.
Honestly, I think all of us could do that. Me, you, Dane.
Yeah.
I get the Ram out there. You get the Suburban.
Yeah, you gotta have four-wheel drive to get up to the top.
Well, Dane will get the Jag. He'll figure out a way to get the Jag over there.
I'll just totally not drive the vehicle that actually has a power outlet in the back.
Dane, the Jag does have a power outlet. We're just gonna drill it. And we'll make it happen.
It's just a cord.
It actually does.
All the way to the back.
The Tacoma has a household outlet. You push a button and it turns right on.
Okay, I'll bring my converter.
No, but pretty cool. Like, pretty neat place. But $10 a car. So you just fill a bunch of people in your car and go on up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
It was fun. What'd you guys do?
Well,
Dane,
you want to take it?
No, go for it. Dane, go for it. What'd you do?
So mine's fairly simple. I did more housekeeping. So I had a fairly empty living room because, I've been waiting for this new couch to arrive.
Yeah.
Looks like a total just bachelor pad right now. There's this ridiculous massage chair, and then there's one rocker recliner sitting next to it, and that's my seating arrangement out in the living room right now.
Rocker recliner.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a very comfy chair that I was given a long time ago. It actually looks great. Like, it needs a new home eventually, but for the time being, it's my seating out there. So that's what I got if I don't feel like sitting in the massage chair, which is very tall. But yeah, it's wide open, hardwood floors, echoes like crazy right now because there's just nothing out there. But I had some furniture delivered last week, like right around the time that we were getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And that included a new coffee table. So now I got a lift top coffee table that can be used for like one of those like cocktail style ones. You can eat with it and stuff. It's just nice and it fits in. And
then I had one of those when I was 30.
I love it though. Yeah. And I've got this end table that matches it. And then I got my new console, which I was very excited about. Not a game console, but an actual like TV stand console.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And of course, in like classic, Dane style, I had to have the weird one, right? So it's asymmetrical.
It's like a
zigzag kind of thing.
It leans to one side.
It was one of the
bent.
ones I showed
You
few
can't put a
podcasts
glass
back.
on it.
You're not allowed to set a TV on it.
It's an open design, so there's no drawers or anything like that.
Does it hold anything?
It looks cool. Yeah, it holds everything. It's actually really big. It's longer than this table is wide.
Dang, but is it just off center? Does it look odd?
No. It's just asymmetrical. So basically, it's like you imagine
like
a rectangle.
hairstyles in the early 2000s.
This is mid-century. So imagine a rectangle, but then cut off a chunk out of the
circle
bottom
out
of this
of it.
side and the top of this side, and they come in, but they overhang. So it's like cantilevered. And anyway, you get the idea. It's
So
like
it's
a
made
mini
of
from that
circles and
thing, or what is
triangles.
that?
So it's pretty rad, but I'll show you later.
Circles
It was
and
one of the ones that I was looking at when I was
very
furniture shopping.
1980s new wave. Like
Okay.
Dane's one of his. That's the style.
Oh
he's
yeah,
going
totally.
For.
I love brass.
So how much
Just love
neon and brass have you added to this
Yeah.
design?
Just glass and brass. Oh!
Yeah.
A lot of
Frosted glass.
A lot
is
of
what it
frosted
is.
glass,
A lot of
black
frosted
mirrors,
glass.
and
Yeah.
some brass.
Just that country kitsch like contempo. Like I get it. I understand. If you like that, that's great.
How many
Not
floral
for me.
patterns do you have
Not
on
for me
your
at
new
all.
couch?
How many
Dane?
different?
Oh,
what kind
no.
of wallpaper did you guys pick out for the
like
walls?
the very daintily painted. Like
Ooh.
no, thank
Very
you.
nice. How many dried flowers have you guys started adding into
How many
big
bowls
buckets?
of
I
potpourri
like
do you
putting
have
in an
out there right now?
encyclopedia and getting some wax paper, just pressing
Ooh.
it, and then just sitting. For
You know what's
few
a
days.
great style?
And then I have a great.
What?
You know what's a great style? Southwest.
Southwest,
Oh, yeah.
I like that Southwest
That's
style.
fun.
Pottery, blankets.
Yep.
My
A
mom,
lot of clay.
My mom
clay.
did ours in the 90s, and she goes, "It's going to be very Tex-Mex Southwest." And I said, "Oh, what's that? What's that supposed to be?" I remember I was 90. I was a young child, interested in design, and she goes, "A lot of whitewashed oak, this denim blue style couches with some hot pink in them."
Yeah.
And then Mexican blankets that she hung on the walls.
Oh.
But she
So that's the more southwestern
But what
element.
she did was she like basically hung it so that it would look like it was thrown upon the wall.
Oh,
Not
okay.
just like straight across. It
No.
had like a dramatic movement.
She wanted it to be like
and
wrinkled and
effect-
ruffled looking?
effects
Oh,
to it.
boy.
Yeah. And then lots of paintings of pottery. And she's going to kill me because I'm talking about this. But a lot of white pottery that she had, like our lamp and stuff.
Because it's all
That
about
was
taking
our-
those dark elements and then having something pop off
right,
the page,
very,
right?
very white.
The white
but then
pottery
the
just-
white walls, the new cart. That was how she did the living room of my dad's house.
That's intense.
We weren't allowed in that room
oh,
for a long time, but my dad loved to host family meetings in that room.
I see. Because
So-
you couldn't go in.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
weren't allowed to be in. But that was the only time. That would make it important.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
weird.
So,
But anyway, so you
so
got your
taking that into
triangle.
account,
So you
had a
got your
very-
triangle shaped center console for your
I'll
TV.
show you later. It makes
an
sense. You'll look
octagon.
and be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no, it works really well. I put backlighting on the TV, so now I
So
have
you got
nice
your
halo
neon
light
tubes
behind it, as
hanging
you
out.
do. Got those
your
on
neon
there.
that you were saying you wanted.
Yeah, an LED strip. And then I also moved the bar, which I'm giving to my brother,
Yeah.
the mid-century
Put that
bar.
out in the garage.
Pulled that out
No,
of
it's
the
a
corner.
tiki bar.
I've
Dane.
moved it
That's
to
not
the garage.
mid-century. It's a tiki bar.
The two could be possible at the same time.
No, Dane, it is a tiki bar. I've sat in it.
It is a tiki bar designed and produced
Anyway,
in the
so
1950s,
you put that-
a.k.a. mid-century.
To me, it
So-
looked like a Hawaiian tiki
Yeah,
bar.
I
I don't
would say
know
that.
what
It
else
looks like it came from Hawaii.
to say.
It's a
But
dark
the
finished
tiki
bamboo.
bar you've installed in your garage
With
as part of the
leather
garage
seats.
redo, correct?
What's that?
The tiki bar is now in the garage as part of the garage redo. Have some drinks.
It's going to my brother.
Hang
It's
out
my
with the
Christmas
Jag.
gift to my brother.
Okay, you
There's
didn't
no
give
room
it to
for
him.
the Jag in there if that's
He hasn't gotten it yet, or
No, you need to work out an arrangement to get it to him.
you have a truck though, and you had a few days off.
I have a truck. It's a 5-foot bed truck.
Well, you should have bought an 8-foot
So he
bed.
admits that it's
do you
not a
need
real
to borrow green bean?
It's a truck with an asterisk.
Do you need to borrow green bean?
It works,
you
it
need
works
to
for
borrow-
most things.
do you need to borrow the Ram?
We'll work out an arrangement where we
Okay.
deal with that. But point being, in this case, got that thing. Now it is truly wide open out there.
Nice.
So I actually bought an air purifier because I have a problem with dust in the house
yeah.
because Callie
yeah.
tracks in a lot of stuff and fur and all that.
It's hard to sweep.
So
every day.
I went by Home Depot this weekend. I kind of went on I went ham getting a bunch of things I thought might help clean the house.
Yeah.
But the air purifier was one where I thought, at least that'll take some of the
You know,
work.
we
so
have
I'm
a
not-
whole bunch of mops still for sale here. Dust mops and
I'm
stuff.
aware. I have
Did you tell
some
your
dusting
parents?
stuff. I just didn't have everything. So
Okay.
I got some other things that are handy for getting the nooks and crannies. But yeah, dealing with that, cleaning stuff up.
Are you changing the paint color in the walls?
I'm planning to. I'm
Okay.
planning on adding some different like texture, like wood paneling to a section. You know, kind of stuff like what we
Yeah,
did here. Maybe a different color, but like same idea. So yeah, maybe some like shiplap or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe where the TV is or something. I
Okay,
haven't decided fully yet, but I'm kind of looking at possibilities. What I want to do is I want to wait until the couch is in there, and then I know what stuff looks like, and then I'm going to determine, okay, figure out a rug that's going to work underneath there so I can kind of take some of the hardwood element
Yeah,
out of the living room, because I love the hardwood, but I don't want it to be the only
Yeah.
thing out there.
Well, it's like my house. I did a distressed, beat up looking wood.
Looks good,
So
though.
it looks like it's old wood.
Yeah.
That's been like you're in a saloon. And I remember when we bought it, I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't look weird.
Yeah.
But, you know, we went very industrial with a lot of, this stuff in my
Yeah, when it
house.
looks intentional,
A lot of
you
wood
can
and
get away
steel.
with a lot if you just
Yeah.
seem like you're doing it on
We did a
purpose.
lot of wood and steel, but
Yeah.
then what we found was a very cool, bright, kind of bohemian style, bright colored rug that had a bunch of different
Okay.
colors in it.
That's what I wanted to do,
And
because a lot of the stuff in the
that's
room
what we
is
put down.
darker right
and
now.
that brought a bunch of color. And
want
then we
that
got a
pop of-
bright white
yeah.
TV console.
Yeah.
So that kind of offset
Yeah.
a lot of that. But then our walls are a very muted white gray kind of thing. So, but anyway, I
Yeah.
like your point.
Yeah, but just kind of mix and match there, and just getting that stuff situated. This week on Friday, I'm receiving the couch and the sofa dining table and the stools that
Oh,
go
very nice.
behind that. So that's the real test. That's when stuff's going to be put in there, and I'll find out for sure if this is all going to work or not. But yeah, that's really the whole. Okay.
G. Davis says the schnitzel could double as a sled avalanche escape tool, and
boy.
Dane's living room will soon be available for Asian-only bachelor parties.
Oh no. So
Oh man,
that's great. The other thing I did was I bought myself a standing desk, an electric standing desk, so I could change
Yeah.
it from sitting standing. I installed that in my new soon-to-be office.
Very
so
nice.
I got a new vacuum, cleaned up that stuff. I picked up that room. Now it is no longer the mail room. It is actually wide
Dane's-
open and ready
It's called
for
Great. It's the Great
officing.
Dane HQ.
it is. It's the HQ.
It's the Dane HQ. Yeah, so that's mostly what I did. Cleaned up a little more in
Are
my
you getting a
garage.
treadmill to go under the standing desk?
I got a anti-fatigue mat that has rollers on it, like little just like
Same
stuff
thing.
to mess around with.
Exactly.
Same
thing.
difference.
Dane, I love that. You
Yeah.
bought an
So
anti-fatigue
I just, I had to
love
do it. Would you expect any less from me?
It's just great. great. It's just great. I'm like, dude, you were 30-something. You were 31 years old. And you're like,
I'll be the first to admit Amazon got me. They were like, people also bought. And I'm like, ooh.
So when you bought, did you carpet your house when you moved in, or is that old carpet from when you bought the house?
That carpet
did you put
in
new
that
carpet
room is the second carpet that's been in that room, or I guess ever, but the previous owner had it. So
okay, so you haven't carpeted the house.
Original. I have not carpeted the house.
So here's what I would say. When you plan to carpet those, because I assume you have carpet in the bedrooms, hardwood in the rest of the house.
No, hardwood in everywhere in the house except for that one.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do, Dane. Carpet only that room next.
Okay.
Honestly, I would tell you before you start putting stuff, get some nice
there's
carpet
nothing
in there.
other than the desk.
But here's
right
what
now.
you do. You can get now memory foam pads for under the carpet.
Yeah.
So you could throw in a nice, because that's just a room. If that's
like
the only room that you have carpet in,
it's about
Dane,
the size of this.
it's going to be cheap to carpet it.
Yeah.
Go down to Costless Carpet.
Yeah.
Pick out the highest end pad they have, and then you can pick any type of carpet that you want. It's very inexpensive.
Yeah.
They'd come in,
good
they knock
idea.
it out in a day. You'd have a killer pad and some nice new carpet. Really set that room
Yeah,
up.
because I was thinking about that. I just
it would be
couldn't commit to doing it or not.
so cheap to do that right now. You could call them. They'll come out this week, measure it out, and give you a quote.
Dane,
I
would
free.
say that.
I agree with that.
I would
think
honestly
that's
do
a
that.
good idea.
If it's only one room,
it's not big. It's literally this.
It's going to
plus
be
like
the
an
cost
extra
of your
half.
It'll probably be the cost of your coffee table.
Yeah.
Wait, what
honestly.
room are we referring to?
The Dane
My office.
HQ.
But your office, that's different than the mail room.
No, that is
No,
the mail
it's
room.
the former mailroom. Now my office.
But but it's only this size?
It's not big.
No, it's probably a 10 by 12.
It has a window with like a perch and everything, and then it's just
Perch.
a bay window seat.
Like a
I call it a perch because I'm used to having pets,
Oh,
and
now
they
we
like
found
to
out
perch
more
on
about
this.
the mailroom. Now that is a perch.
Oh,
no. Okay.
So all I wanted to say was I'm picking things up, I'm doing stuff, I'm cleaning things out. It's gonna be
Wesley, I
when
was
it's
saying
done.
there's
Thank
always
you,
the
Wesley.
office hipster with his workout ball chair or fatigue mat with
I
foot
used to make
massager.
fun of those guys. Then I tried this thing, and I'm like, oh, that's why they do that.
Put that next to the perch.
Suddenly, I'm sympathizing with the hipster a little bit. So there's a little bit of that. No, that's what I did, and that's really it. Right now, the Jag is still sitting at the shop because I haven't gotten the parts in that they ordered for the thing. But when they do, I'll be able to get it back, and then I'll find home in my garage for.
Yeah,
You know, what we
I
do
would
with that.
honestly though, I would really knock out the carpet just because it's night and day.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you.
When I did
I
my
agree. I
rooms
think
in my
that'd be
house,
nice.
That's where you spend the money because you can go with a cheaper level. You can still get nice carpet, but you can go cheaper.
Yeah.
And one of the things I noticed that was cool was going to Costas and be able to ad here for Costless Carpet right there in Garden City.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick up different swatches of carpet and then literally take that carpet, Dane.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to Home Depot,
Yeah.
show that same carpet, and you're going to realize that one is like $1.50 a square foot.
Yeah.
The other one is $10 a square foot. And you'll go,
Oh,
whoa,
you don't have to
okay.
surprise me there because I used to work there.
Yeah,
so.
but that's why. But then you go
I've
with
seen.
their. So you just get the high end mat, the top of the line mat. Then you buy the cheaper carpet, and because you put a nicer mat on, that
It's
carpet
gonna feel
wears-
premium.
The carpet wears a lot better too.
Well,
so you
and a
still
lot
have
of
a really
times,
premium carpet.
the
at
cost
cheaper
difference
price.
in carpet has a lot to do with the durability of the
Right.
materials.
Yeah.
So if you get cheaper carpet, it may be a little more prone to getting damaged
True.
under high stress. But in that environment, in my house, me and Liz are the only ones going in there, other than the dog maybe goes and lays down on the floor once in a while in there. That's all the traffic
Yeah.
it gets. It's
Yeah.
not crazy. So cheaper carpet's fine.
Carly
in
and
that
I
case.
picked a very
Yeah.
inexpensive carpet because we replaced it was hardwood through the whole house. We
Yeah.
replaced the hardwood in the living room
Yeah, it's like hardwood and tile.
and the
is all
hall,
my house is.
and then we
Yeah.
took the hardwood out of the bedrooms and put in carpet.
Yeah.
And just so it's a little warmer. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of hardwood in the bedrooms. I like carpet to step on.
Yeah.
So
I try to put
I'm
in,
a
like,
pretty big
area
fan of hardwood
rugs
in the
and stuff.
bedrooms,
Are ya?
preferably. I think it's just easier cleanup.
Gee,
On everything.
I
don't
like
take
to
that
vacuum.
bait.
I think that's me. I like to put in the lines in my carpet in my bedroom. So, but that's what we did. But it's once you learn that kind of like that secret, because I had crappy carpet in my old house. The first person, like the guy who was trying to sell it, was trying to flip it.
Yeah.
He put the cheapest carpet. Like it became
He just
threadbare.
needed something that
It became
covered the
threadbare
area.
within a year.
Yikes.
And I was like, oh, this is bad. Because I saw it was like, oh, this is bad carpet. So that was the first thing we did after that first year was replace the carpet, put in the nice stuff. But I think you would do that. I think it would really set the room, tie that room together.
Smell good.
Oh, man. And it would smell good. Because you'd be
that's
like,
also nice.
Oh, new carpet.
So no, that's basically the gist of what I've been up to.
I like it.
And the end of this week, I'll know more. So
New year,
I'll
new
report
Dane,
back
anti-fatigue mat,
next week.
I like
standing
that.
desk,
That turns out.
perch.
Yeah.
Now, while Anthony starts talking, I'll look up the picture of my console so I can show you guys what it looks like. Go ahead.
Anyway,
G. Davis wants to know, does the anti-fatigue mat come with ear hooks?
Yes, it does.
Gauges, actually.
Yeah.
Gauges.
That makes sense. So I guess
Patrick, thank you. Happy New Year to you,
Levi
brother.
talk
Sorry,
first.
go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Anthony.
you're okay. What else do you want to say?
That's it.
No, let's keep going. There's
we're
another one
done.
from Scott Barber there. I want you to read that off.
You can read it too. Carpet
No,
pad
just
makes
go
the
for it.
experience. Went with the best carpet pad and middle of the road carpet in our basement, and it's amazing.
Yeah, don't stop now. G. Davis.
G. Davis says, will the former mailroom be available for Airbnb?
Okay, Dane, show your damn picture so that I can start talking.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting. This is getting uncomfortable.
Oh,
I'll
very
show it
nice.
to the
like it,
camera
Dane.
here,
That
but I
looks
don't
good.
know if it's looking. That's okay.
Yeah, that looks nice.
It's
You
all
could
right.
have airdropped
Yeah.
that to Nick.
That's all right. I could have
airdropped
airdropped that, but you don't
all right,
get it now.
Anthony, sorry to interrupt.
It's hard to
Take
believe
it
that
away.
was carved out of one piece of beech wood.
Anthony, start talking.
Okay.
A lot of varnish on that thing.
So much damn lacquer on that thing. Anyway, my weekend started. Honestly, it started when we left here, right?
Yeah.
And so New Year's Eve, because I think everybody left. Katie was already home. She had New Year's Eve off, right?
Yeah, we left
and
right after
we left right
the
for
Q&A.
about 4.
Yeah.
About 4 we left, and so we got home, and she had already gone out because she wanted to do something. Initially, we were going to go out to dinner, right? And then we were just like, no, we're going to spend far too much money out on dinner, and there's no reason to go anywhere, and we don't need to go anywhere. So she went and got steaks and things like that, like asparagus and mashed potatoes. And so she's like, all right, I got these steaks for you to cook tonight. Well, here's the deal. I had asked for a damn sous vide machine for Christmas.
Yeah.
Didn't get one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally didn't get one. I thought maybe she was going to surprise me with one, but she really put her foot down. She said, you already have the air fryer.
Yeah.
So you can't get a sous
So you can
vide
cook a
machine.
steak in an air fryer.
What? Yeah, I don't know how that. I've never done that before.
There's lots of recipes on the internet.
Anyway,
As an air fryer owner,
she bought some nice ribeyes, right?
Very
they're
nice,
really
yeah.
they're really good looking.
king of
steaks.
meat, as I like to call those.
And so I ended up just cooking them in a pan. Butter,
butter?
rosemary,
Butter in a pan? Nice.
salt, pepper.
Ooh.
Nothing crazy, right? But they were pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I put too high heat and I kind of messed them up a little bit. They were still all right. I think that if I had the sous vide machine, I think it would have been perfect. But apparently...
So, well, you explained it wrong. You told her it was just a Ziploc bag that you boiled meat in.
Yeah, but it's hard
And
to...
so she was like, you already have a pot and some Ziploc bags. Why do you need this?
So, I don't know.
Why you
I
wanna
just
cook
want
your
it.
meat
It just
weird,
looked...
bro?
YouTube videos sold me on it. And it just looked really nice. So, anyway...
Well, you're going to have to buy your own.
Probably. But pretty late back 2020, we watched that Death to 2020
Yeah, that was funny.
movie thing. I didn't realize it was all sarcastic. I did not know that. I thought it was supposed to be a real thing, and I was like, who are these people? I'm like, well,
like,
that's Phoebe from Friends. What is she doing?
That's what's his name? It's Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Samuel L.
Jackson.
What is he doing in this? So I thought that was kind of funny. We watched that. Katie went to bed super early, and I had gotten in my sim racing seat, right?
Yeah.
My foldable, collapsible simulator racing seat.
Yeah, that
and
fresh Corbo bucket.
no, it's not.
It's
It's more like a lawn chair with
looked
nice
like
materials.
It honestly looks more like a lawn chair. It's more of a lawn chair than a racing seat. But it's still awesome. So she went to bed early, right? So I ended up building this. I said, she's to bed. I'm going to build this thing up. Give this a rip, right?
Yeah.
Put it all together. Super pumped on the whole thing. Played some more racing simulator games. And then that's when, tell her it's a machine that makes it impossible to overcook meat. Wesley, that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, except she likes her stuff well done. So I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. So
no.
give me another thing to say to her. Give me another thing. So anyways, moving on. So I ripped on that thing, but next morning, right, she ended up coming out in the morning. I was already up, and she sees this seat.
Yeah.
She was already pissed at me.
Right.
I bought the damn racing simulator.
Yeah.
She was already pissed at me about the wheel and the shifter and the pedals and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Did she
She's
know
like,
how
where
much
did
those
this
things
come from?
cost before you got them?
She knew that this all came together as one package. So.
No. So they were two separate. She knew they were two separate things, right? So I bought the wheel, right?
Right.
She said, "How much you spent on this wheel?" I'm like, "It was like $300." And she was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? $300?" Because she's like, "You spent $300 on a PlayStation 4 thing when you're supposed to buy the PlayStation 5 thing." I said, "Listen, Katie, you only bought me the damn controller and the 2 games. I don't have the PlayStation 5, so I have to work with what I got, right?"
Yeah, they're
so
out.
I said, "I can still use this game
Supply and
controller on the
demand.
PlayStation 4."
The wheel
It's not-
will work on any PlayStation.
It'll be
so.
fine, right? She was mad because she said that this is just a toy, right?
Right. Well,
Pissed
she
about that,
She doesn't
right?
like you buying toys.
She doesn't like me buying
However, you know
toys.
who loves
This
you buying
guy.
toys? Augie.
I know. I actually have
Because
some
he
more
gets your
toys
toys.
for Augie as hand-me-downs.
Who's the guy
But-
who owns all the Nerf guns in the office? You.
Yes. Anyway, I'm some big kid. But anyway, going from there, next morning she sees this seat. She says, "Where did this come from?" And I said, "Oh, I got this in last night, and I put it together while you were sleeping." Probably not the thing I should have done. I should have probably told her about the seat
Like
beforehand.
it came with the steering wheel. And I just put it together.
It's a kit.
Anyway,
Then she would have been all right.
turned into a whole ordeal, right? So she was pretty freaking pissed about the seat, right? But I explained to her, I was like, but I was making all the wrong points. I said,
Right.
but it folds away, so you don't ever have to see it. And she's like, it's not about the fold away. It's not about the damn seat. She's like, why didn't you just tell me you bought this? And I said, because I just thought you already knew that this is what this is all about.
What I was getting, you thought you knew all.
Yeah.
You thought I was going to get the wheel and just stand?
I want a rig and stuff to
So
pretend
she
like
didn't
I'm driving.
understand, right? And so anyway, mad at me.
So did you
most
put her
of the
in
day, right? Later the evening.
Take a crack on this.
Later
thing.
the evening, she comes in. She says, "I'm gonna try out your stupid game." And I said, "Okay." She sits down in it. Put her on the Assetto Corsa game, which is a racing simulator, like a real one.
That's the hardcore one.
She crashes. Literally first 10 seconds of every single race. I tried to do like a race on her own. Still sucked at it, right? And she was so mad. She actually started crying because she said, "I really wanted to enjoy playing this game with you because I was so mad about it earlier, but I just can't."
no.
Right?
So what'd you do?
So she's like, "Can I play another game?" Gave her another game. Still bad. So she was about to walk out and she said, "Put on the first game." She's like, make it easy for me. So I put down all the settings, made everything done. I put her in the slowest car I can find on the game, which is a Subaru BRZ. No offense to any BRZ owners out there, those things are freaking slow, right? And so I put her in that thing, and she made her first lap. After she did that, she was hooked. She's like, "I'm going to play for 30 more minutes." And I said, "Okay." 4 hours later, she sat in that damn game for 4 hours, right? Trying to get her best lap time. And she was like, these 3 minutes fly by on every single lap. And I said, so she's hooked, right? She got the drip. And it was amazing. Anthony, trust me when I tell you, the second wife is it's almost always working.
This is why I like the comments.
I believe you. But anyway, so I end up playing most of that on Friday, Saturday. I didn't really get out. I wasn't able to get out and do a whole lot of other things, to be honest. I went grocery shopping. I went to the gym. I was wanting to get some detailing done and wanting to clean up some of my own stuff. Honestly, the weather was just crappy. Yeah. It was rainy, and last night was super rainy.
Filthy.
But all of my cars are a mess right now. I think the Evo is the only thing that's somewhat clean, but Katie's car is an absolute wreck. But I'm at that weird point where I need to. It's beyond rinseless at this point. Yeah. I'm saying this because I know what.
That's one of the great things about the MOS HQ with hot and cold running water now in the garage.
I know.
Okay. My next game plan: utility sink.
I wish so. I need that because at this I can't do anything.
I can just hook my pressure washer up right now to the cold tap, and I'm getting the cold water from the house, so it's actually quite warm, warmer than what it would be outside. It's still under the house, but this way I don't have it. I've bought a hose. A new hose, so it's not one of the frozen outdoor hoses that are disconnected.
So what I'm going to be doing is I think here probably within the next day or two, I'm going to take the IK Foam Pro 12 out with the new product from Coach Chemi that actually has some cleaning ability. Do a pre-foam on her car, take it down at the spray and pay, and just do a complete wash there. Because she's actually going to McCall, I think, for a day next week, and she's driving some friends up for some work meeting, and she said she wanted to have a clean car, so I'm going to go through and do a cool full deep clean on it. But I did that. But other than that, though, I did get pretty damn good at this racing game. I think I'm getting better, right? And I think, Nick, do you have the video of anything I sent you? Oh, okay. Well, it was sent. I guess it didn't work out. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll post up the video on the podcast
What I like, though,
group.
is that you posted that video.
Yeah.
Dane, aren't you building your own rig right now?
Funny enough, I saw that chair
got the
he had, and I
massage chair.
decided I've been looking at like a real racing setup, like a more permanent kind of setup, and then I realized when I saw his, I thought,
You only need a lawn chair.
for maybe how much more comfortable mine may be, or how real the version that I'm looking for may feel. Is it really going to be better sitting at home in that nice racing seat versus the lawn chair type setup? And we say lawn chair, but actually he explained to me it's more comfortable than it looks by a long shot. So I decided to go that route. And I actually got that. I got a folding setup so that way I can tuck it away. It's not out in the open all the time because it looks a little tacky. You know, I'm trying to class up the joint a little bit.
And then Seabass and Jimmy,
they
both
got 'em
rocking
too.
rigs. So the four of you are going to basically create this online racing gang, like Fast and the Furious team.
So ideally,
so to
right?
speak,
Ideally,
where
I
you're
would
all
like
driving your own vehicles to races.
We're driving, right? I'm gonna find the damn truck with all the PS5s in it, and we're gonna pull a Vince,
I like that.
a Vince situation.
Yeah.
You know,
slightly more
shooting
valuable than DVD VHS.
My favorite
combo
thing,
players. Slightly.
my favorite thing is that
Nick, I'm trying to
I kept-
airdrop you this, Nick, so you can try to get this on here.
I
But,
kept asking if it was possible for me to do all this same stuff on my phone. So
Let's see.
I'm going to try and figure that out.
You've
so
been looking
that-
at Stadia, right?
I've been looking at Stadia. So here's the deal. Like I said, you guys, I haven't played video games in a long time.
Neither had I until just
Well,
recently.
my children mostly.
Well,
but
sure.
the thing is, I was telling my wife, I was like, I kind of would like to at least enter into it. So part of me was like, all right, I got to figure out a way to hide it. Can't have it in the home. So what are my options? Nintendo Switch.
Great.
That is a
console.
great
It's
console.
fun.
That's a
Part of
super
the
fun
part of
console.
the
It's a
solution,
travel solution package.
travel
too.
solution package.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Thinking about that, looked at some of the used prices. Same price as new.
That's because
Go on
that's
Facebook
pandemic
Marketplace.
pricing. They were reasonable
Go to
before that.
Facebook Marketplace, same price.
They're
So
reasonable
I was like,
before.
so then I thought I just need it to be hidden.
Yeah.
The children cannot know about it.
Yeah, they can't know about
It's
it.
only
So
accessible
if I
when you
buy
decide
a
it's
unit,
accessible.
like a PlayStation or a Xbox,
console of any kind.
a console, it's going to be visible. The
Well, what
kids
you
are-
need to do is you just need to make it to where it's just a racing game only with a one car as an Elantra.
Well, I'll be all right.
So then they'd be like, Dad, we want to play the racing game. You're like, your option is only the Elantra. So that's the only car they ever know
Everybody
exists.
else is
Yeah.
beating me.
Well, Jimmy built an Elantra the other night.
Yeah,
when
he
you
did.
get good, you'll be
So-
able to beat them all back with the Elantra.
Yeah,
Until that
so-
happens, you're not
Oh,
good.
look
So-
at that. MOS Garage Arcade says
So
G. Davis.
yeah, so gee, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure it out. But the point is, so I looked into Stadia because Stadia is you can buy a controller that then hooks into basically Bluetooth to your phone or
Yeah.
your laptop, and then you can stream a game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I can still stream all the games and anything. I can buy any of the games because they're all available that way. But it's just trying to figure out the rest.
Brian
of that,
Schwab
so.
says, yeah, you guys should do a TRC PS5 limited edition. Find me one, Brian. Find me one, and I'll sign the damn thing, and I will make it my own limited edition with all of us because I just can't find one.
We buy one and then
God.
sign it.
We've all tried at one point or another to help you
So
out, and
it's
it's
been
just
a
not
nightmare.
working.
All right, yeah. Nick, did you end up getting that video? Can we pop that up on the screen? Oh, it's still uploading.
Still
Okay.
Oh, look, your
Oh,
mom's
there's
there.
my mom.
Oh, Christine,
Hi, Mom.
he needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Mom, I need a haircut. Let me see. I'll show you. It's.
Oh my gosh, put your hat back on. That is horrific.
I look French. I
You know,
look French.
It's fine up here, but when you go back and you got that little boof,
No, there is a mullet going on back
That's
here.
what's starting
right?
to happen.
And I can start to braid that
Oh,
hair back there.
no.
It's not
Please
looking
don't.
good, guys. It's not. I need to shave
Oh,
these sides
Thank
up.
you,
not
Scott.
good.
Yeah,
Take
you'll
a
have to
couple
let me
pounds
know
off
how
my
it is.
face.
I'm still looking at it. So.
Oh,
Oh,
you haven't called her?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay,
Called
Mom.
out.
Hi, Mom. I'll be over tonight. I
Wow.
love you.
I can't
Um,
believe you
so-
used to get on Morgan for not calling her mom enough.
I call
And
my
it
mom
was
all the time.
Your fault.
I
You
try to
haven't
visit
gotten
my
a
mom
haircut.
almost
Not your
every
mom's
weekend or
fault.
every other weekend.
You said your mom was too busy. She's been waiting for you.
No, she has been busy.
Wow.
Everybody's
She
been busy.
says she's been waiting for you. She would make time for you because you're her son.
And now we know.
Yes, I know.
She sent an
Guys,
emoji with little hearts around it.
We don't-
That's how
we-
much she
we
loves
don't
you.
need to. I know she does. I know. My mom loves me
cares.
very much. I love her very much. G. Davis says, "Ask Dane to find a PS5." That should be on
for your birthday,
honestly,
and it didn't work out.
It should be all on Dane at this point. I found him that Xbox. I gave him my plug.
You did,
and this is what
you did
he's
the
done
work
to me
for him, so that he could enjoy his.
Are we suggesting he drove me to the store? Because that's not
I'll
what
never
happened.
forget that call where he's just like, "Hey,
Found it.
so found it. They only have one, so I'm just gonna get it for myself."
Wow, way to just take that entire experience that took about an hour and a half and condense it down to a 30-second soundbite.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick, Nick,
I tried.
Okay, maybe later. Okay, so maybe today.
Oh man,
Nick, do we have any update on that upload? Okay, because I just want to show people what this looks like.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So you get a good idea. And maybe he can play the sound so you can hear all the little turbo sounds on this thing. But
I thought it was cool. I showed Carly. She thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And she goes, I wish our children weren't, basically crack addicts and we could have nice things.
We're
selling our stuff off and stealing from us.
Yeah.
So
I just went to the basement. All the copper wiring's gone.
Yeah, one day you're gonna come home and Augie's had traded the whole simulator setup for an actual car.
Yeah,
and you're like, "What is this?" I made a deal. Augie, this car doesn't run. This is a Ford Taurus. This is the worst thing you could have traded this for.
That's what would happen.
He's like, yeah, but it's my new rig, so it's fine.
Oh no!
Someone after I plug it.
Oh no! Now
Sydney's got to go.
Sydney's trying to help
out. She got an Xbox X in Twin on the 23rd. Watch the Target website. Then did curbside.
She went all the way to Twin.
I guess it's working for a lot of people.
Wow.
What the heck, man? So Sid, you went down to Twin Falls?
Yeah, did curbside pickup at the Target in Twin. Road trip.
Okay, so there was some kind of guarantee though, curbside pickup. There was a guarantee
you
that
buy it online and do a curbside pickup.
Right. Okay.
No, I've been checking every day.
Yeah, but they had one.
Never seen
one. She
was
able to jump on
but
it.
You probably didn't look at Twin.
You didn't look in Twin.
Not that you would.
Am I
Exactly. I know. Exactly. Not that you would.
You want something bad enough, Anthony?
No, I don't want
make
that
anything
bad.
happen.
No, I don't want that bad. I don't want that bad.
Oh, well, okay. I guess you heard it here first, guys. All this whining and complaining is because he doesn't want it that bad.
Oh, well, I just want to drive to Twin Falls, man. It's like
I drive to Twin Falls.
What I don't care.
I love driving.
Gabe was in Salt Lake City at the Best Buy and saw them.
He was standing in front of it.
Standing in front of him. He didn't buy him for me. He said he has to listen to me just getting a controller. Anyways, I don't want to make this. They don't want to make this thing all about video games. Kind of people probably
okay.
bored.
So one thing about the chair that I thought was cool, and I think yours does it too, is
it's made of suede.
Yes, so
I've already
that's nice.
sprayed color lock. I already sprayed the fabric protector on it because the waterproofer.
You don't want
I
to
should
spill
say.
your big gulp on
Right.
it.
Well, no, I just don't want to spill anything on it. Yeah,
but you can adjust the height, so you can have a higher riding position that's more of a normal GT kind of car, or you can have low position, so it's the beauty of being a lawn chair. It can fold in different ways. You can have like an F1 style position where it's like more laid back kind of thing, and it actually functionally works.
That's what I like to call driving the Suburban, is kind of an F1 style.
Yeah, nothing screams F1 like a giant truck.
Steering wheel straight.
It is.
Man.
It is.
This is F1 style, right, Dane?
Yeah. Basically, it's the gangsta lean, but
Yeah, something very similar.
Sydney
to that.
followed up saying, "Yep, 7 a.m. It showed up as in stock and Twin, checked out, and then drove 2 hours."
Says road trip content material.
Man.
Yeah, some people think driving 2 hours is worth it.
I was making
Maybe
a
they have
deal. You find one if you see one local to you, whatever it is, just let me know.
You want a PS5. You don't want the Xbox X.
No, I want a PS5. I want a PS5 disc version. If you find one, right?
So
I'll
he's
pay
trying
for
to burn
shipping.
me on the Xbox thing when the only thing they had was an Xbox. So
Pay for shipping. I'll pay for everything.
Thing.
Just let me know. I want it from a reputable person. What's
Driving-
going to happen? I'm going to get screwed over by somebody here on the podcast. G. Davis is going to send me just the box, and it'll be filled with Coco's creations, like delicious treats.
It would not
But
be.
he's
I
like-
would not turn that away.
So
like-
which is worse to you?
that
I'm
may
curious.
actually be better than the game.
Yeah.
So looking at the market that's out there for PS5s and Xbox Series X's and paying a stupid premium versus paying the drive over, which is worse? 2-hour drive in a fuel economy.
Listen to some
kind of car,
podcasts,
just very economical. Civic,
audiobooks.
perhaps.
Depends if the RAM makes it or not, Dane.
The RAM. Well,
Take
if
the
taking the
Honda
RAM.
or the 4Runner. Hey,
All
here we
right,
go.
There we go.
here's kind of a look at here at what this looks like. So this is some type of I don't know
Love that
what kind of
shifter.
car this is, but it is a
This is
stick
the
shift
Lotus, right?
Gated shift. Yeah, I think it's a Lotus T28. But this thing
Are you on the
is
Nürburgring?
This is but it's called
Nordschleife.
Nordschleife. I don't know what's the difference between that and the Nürburgring.
Well, that's what it is.
That's
Like,
okay.
It's just a bunch of German.
It's just a bunch of German.
I just noticed because of the graffiti on the road.
Yeah. So this is like, so basically I have like my clutch pedals, I have all that. The chair itself, like you can tell, it looks like a lawn chair, but everything's on there pretty
Seems
well.
built though.
And then,
It's like a tube frame kind of.
yeah, it's like
Everything's pretty
it's a
sturdy,
tubular
though?
frame. Everything kind of clamps down on there. A little bit of movement there on the shifter, but you don't really notice it when you're in there. You know, because you're in the zone. But basically, I've become honestly an amateur race car driver
very nice.
in a matter of 3 days.
Nice.
Based on the simulator, because I feel like it honestly.
He's just better
all I
than
need
us
now is
now.
just a detail simulator.
Yeah.
And
I heard Larry's got one of those now, so you can check that out.
Is there? No, there's
No,
not.
Yeah,
I'm
he does
serious.
develop an
Have you
app
not
game.
seen that?
There's a
No,
detail
there is
simulator
not.
Steam game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the when he
You
does
find
like
barn
the
finds and wash
barn
them off.
find details and stuff. It's literally like you're controlling the hand that like
Yeah.
wipes soap on the panels and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now
Well,
you know.
That's all I
right.
wanted to know for today. Anyways, but that's my setup so far. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun. I highly recommend it if you like cars, you like driving. And I think I spent with everything total there, I think it was about $500. And I already had the PlayStation, and the game was $10, so $500.
The game's very
$10.
cheap, yeah.
And I honestly think I've already gotten with Katie playing. If you think about it, I think I've already gotten $100 out of her of fun.
Yeah.
I've definitely put $300 worth of fun into it. So all I need is a couple more people to come give it a rip, and I
Yeah.
think I will have got my time and money worth
There
out
you
of
go.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we're good.
nice.
All right, guys. So anything left to add before we
No, but I'm going to
sign
try and
off
cut
here?
my hair tonight so that I look as fresh as Anthony tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say right now not looking so fresh, but he's
No.
gonna work on that.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of that mullet. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening, watching here on the Rag Company Podcast YouTube channel. You may have noticed I've kind of tweaked the cover art on the channels recently. I'll probably do the same thing with the FAQ too. Just kind of humanize it, put some of our faces on there, get that going, make it kind of fun. But any rate, until later this week when we go on the main channel and do our Q&A Thursday, which will happen at 2 p.m. as per usual, we will see you later. So take care and Happy New Year.
See you guys.
See ya.